Hey, it's MBS here. Let's have a conversation about capacity, your capacity for getting things done, and a way of thinking that might help you do less and have more impact. That's certainly what I want to. So, earlier this week, I had an operation on my right hand. It's a minor operation. I think it all went well. Apparently, it's healing just fine. But it does mean that for 2 weeks, perhaps a little longer, I've got my left hand working and my right hand, and I am right handed, not working at all. And I've had to really wrestle with the idea of, well, what can I do and what can I not do in these 2 weeks where I'm recovering from the operation. And I'm a bit of a doer. I like doing stuff. And so this is quite frustrating for me, and therefore a great lesson for me in terms of how I think about capacity. It is a powerful thought experiment, and it turns out to be an actual experiment for me, to be going, if I had half the capacity I currently do, what would I jettison out of the things I'm currently committed to doing? Most of us are always overcommitted. And actually, just yesterday, I was talking to Shannon, the CEO of Box of Crayons, and she was going, look, I just think of my calendar and the commitments I've already got in my calendar. And I go, what's possible for me knowing I have all those commitments already? I realize I don't do that very well myself. I'm like, I have infinite capacity because I am deluded. But this is making me go, all right, I have less capacity than I want. So I've got two options, maybe three. Option number one is to get ruthless about what you're saying no to. I keep having to learn this myself, which is why I keep teaching it to you, which is like, what am I going to say no to? What am I going to say no to? What am I going to say no to? So the yes that I say yes to is the important thing. This is, it turns out, strategy. It's the powerful yes and the powerful no. Strategy is saying no to the stuff you want to say yes to. And when you've got one hand, literally or metaphorically, that becomes a necessity. So I think that is part of it, which is like, keep being ruthless about what you're saying no to, which of course has the difficulty of saying no to people who have expectations of who you are and what you might be doing. But I also think there's a way of going, where can I find extra capacity beyond me? We all use our phones all the time, and in some ways what those are an extension of our brain. We built in extra capacity in our brain, apps and other things, so that we don't have to do so much just up here ourselves. We've got this other thing that's our external hard drive to ourselves. I mean, we are cyborgs in the sense that we are part human, part machine. But I do wonder if you can look around and go, where can I think about getting in extra capacity? And this is particularly perhaps to people who have some control about the capacity they can buy in, like me and other entrepreneurs. I've really never met an entrepreneur who said, I hired my executive assistant too soon. Almost all of them have gone, why didn't I hire an executive assistant sooner? And I just bring that up as an example of somebody who's saying, this is somebody who will add capacity to you, whether you have one hand or two hands. This person can take that on. And this idea of, how do I buy in extra capacity? For some people that comes naturally, they get it and they're great at it. Maybe for people like me and maybe for people like you, it's a bit more of a leap. And so let me in this video give you permission to say, if it's within your control and in your influence, you have permission to buy in extra capacity, because that may be the thing that you're looking for. Capacity is such a powerful way of thinking about and driving the impact we want to have in the world. Sign up for my newsletter at mbs.works. It's a short weekly newsletter, and at its heart is the distillation, a short article about a key tool that will help you be a force for change. You can sign up at mbs.works.